Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Matt. So the deal is today, it's like 106 degrees in Los Angeles. If I look sweaty, if I look sweaty or my face looks crazy or my hair looks sweaty, I've been running up and down and doing laundry. My laundry is in the garage, it's just shared laundry, so next apartment I definitely want laundry in my unit. But with that being said, blah, 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 blah. I am here today with a what sold video. So today I am gonna share my numbers. So this is my numbers for the entire month on all platforms. I think I sold on like 6 different platforms. I have Grailed, Mercari, Poshmark, eBay, whatnot, and I had a sale on Thrilling, which is a new platform. Right off the bat, my numbers look pretty good this month. So my total sales on all platforms before fees and whatever taken out in shipping and all the costs are $7,935.04, and I use List Perfectly to track everything. So if you guys are curious about that, definitely like DM me on Instagram. I'll tell you all about my List Perfectly experience and how I use it for bookkeeping and cross-listing and like the analytics and stuff. So with everything taken out, the cost of goods was $1,000.40. Shipping costs were $708.20. And fees and other costs, meaning like if I had an item that I got from a flip lot, and like the commission for that is part of the fees, or eBay fees or Poshmark fees, that kind of thing, is $1,986.01. And I think I have more than a 50% profit margin actually this month. Profit was $4,200.13, and I sold a whopping 165 items, guys, on all my platforms. And in this video, I'm only gonna be sharing Poshmark sales. I saw somebody on YouTube that did a separate video for each platform, and I thought that was a good idea, and it would get more videos out there. So my next video is gonna be, June, August. So these are August sales on Poshmark. It's really cool because on List Perfectly, I can literally go in and click, I only wanna see the Poshmark orders. So I had 165 items sell overall, and I'm clicking Poshmark, sold, search, it's loading, and we're gonna see actually how many I had on Poshmark, how many of the 165 were on Poshmark. So 63 items this month were on Poshmark. My total on Poshmark, I'm gonna put it up on the screen as well, 2,944, and my profit on Poshmark was 1,636. I enter everything into List Perfectly, so I hope it's accurate like it was on the Poshmark app and I didn't miss a sale. But I really try to like enter every single sale because I go off of this for my detailed, like for taxes and what sold videos and those kind of things, and for all those reasons. I don't know if I'm making sense. But we are actually going to go by the date sold on Poshmark, and I'm gonna go through, tell you guys if I can remember where I got it, how much I paid for it, my profit, the fees, if I gave a shipping discount, and Bolos to show you guys what's actually freaking selling, you know, it's the vibe. So on the 1st of August, I had 3 sales. The first one was these Judy Blue straight fit jeans, and if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my computer. Sold on Poshmark. I listed it for $45. My cost of goods was $9.99. Sold for $17. Fees were $3.40. Yeah, okay, so that's fucking bullshit. That's not a good sale. That's not a good sale to start off with. But I had some crazy sales this month, especially on eBay too. I had a $500 sale on eBay. So make sure you go watch my eBay video, which is gonna be coming out after this for the month of August. The next sale on the 1st is a Mother jeans. These were, Mother's a Bolo for sure, if you don't know. These are a collab with Candace. Mother Candace collab high-waisted looker crop jeans in the model wanted, size 27. And I started these at $150. I like on List Perfectly how you can see what you started it as. And I paid $29.99 for these, which I pay up for Mother. Fees were $23. I sold these for $115, and my profit after all the fees and everything was $62.01. That's amazing. The next one was from a flip lot, so I paid out the person, and that's included in my fees on List Perfectly when I enter it. These Sam Edelman GG Croc and Boss Flat Gladiator sandals, and I listed them for $33. I'm gonna say that because it's interesting to see what I listed at as a start. So with flip fees and Poshmark fees combined, it was $18.20 for fees, and I sold it for $26. So my profit was $6.08, but I already had other stuff from that flip flop sell for like $300, so I made like $150 on stuff. So a lot of the time I'll apply for flip flops if I have a few items that I love, like bangers, like show-stopping items, and then the rest, like Sam Edelman shoes, there's probably like 5 other items that I'll make like $2 profit on, but that's the cost of getting the really good one with no upfront cost. You list the other ones. This next one I got free as a donation a long time ago, and I just listed it to get rid of it. It was a Louis Farad vintage, like Italian, I think, blazer, nautical jacket. It literally sold for $10, awful. And I made $7.05, but it was free, so I'll take it. These good American high-waisted, good curved jeans. I'm just gonna say what they sold for and what I made and put the rest on the screen, okay? So these sold for $40. I paid $10.75. That's what it averaged out my cost of goods that day. I found a bunch of good American jeans, and most of them have sold. And my profit was $21.25. We love that. This next one's a great one. I got these at Goodwill near me. These are Ariat women's embroidered cowboy boots. I paid $19.99 for them. The fee, they sold for $100. The fees on Posh were $20. My profit was $60.01. Amazing. These next ones, I got for $5.99. I think at a Goodwill. They're Madewell shorts. A long time ago I got these, so they've been sitting a while. They sold for $16 after fees. I made $6.81. But what can you expect for little shorts? That's fine. Next are Boggs boots, kids boots. I paid $8.64, my cost of goods. I sold them for $20 and my profit was $7.36. And I kind of think of it like this: when I have lower like profit items, the days that I picked all that stuff up, I usually find like over $100 items multiple that day. So these are just like cherry on top, bread and butter. I already made my money back. Speaking of, on the same day I got those Boggs, I got these, and they sold on the same day. Crazy. They sold in like 2 days, each of these things. So this is a Christian Dior robe. It was amazing. $8.64. My cost of goods for Boggs were also $8.64 because I averaged them out. So these both sold, and the Christian Dior, I don't care that I made like $7.36 on the Boggs, because the Christian Dior I got for $8.64 as well. Sold for $108 on Poshmark. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. After shipping and fees, I made $76.04. And I had like 5 different items from that one thrift trip that are like that. So when I sell like $7 profit items, like, I don't really care. This next item was one of my favorites of the month because it was Zara, but I knew it was rare. I got this in a ThredUp mystery box, and if you want to see, I'll link it or up here. I don't really do cards because I don't get it, so I'll put it in the description. That ThredUp mystery box, which is like the best one I've gotten so far. They had a few rhinestones missing, and these sold. I got them for $6. Out of all the things that I listed in that ThredUp box, my cost of goods from what I listed was $6 per pair. And I sold them for $95. They're Zara and they're damaged, and they were like fur heels. And my my profit after fees and cost of goods and everything was $70. This next item I had for free from a donation that I've had for like 3 years, so I needed to get rid of them immediately. I sent out like 1,000,000% off offers. These were Hudson jeans, and this is just not a good brand that I want to pick up, to be honest, unless I get it for $1, and I have room to store stuff, and I don't care if it sits. Which, speaking of, I just got a 3rd shelf in my living room, actually, so I have more room for inventory. But capital is a different issue. These Hudson jeans I got for $2. Yeah, so I got them at the bins. And after fees and everything, they sold for $16, and after fees I made $9.08, which actually isn't bad for that at the bins, but I usually focus on higher ASP and higher profit items. These Nike Fit soles I got, I think, at the bins too. I do remember getting these at the bins. I have a pretty good memory when I knowing when I where I get stuff. I have 0 for cost of goods, which means I've had them for a long time, and I got them before I started using List Perfectly as a bookkeeping thing, but I know I got them from the bins. Probably like $2, but we'll just say 0 cost of goods because it's been like probably 2 years and they've been in my death pile. So they sold for $30 after fees and cost of goods, which was entered 0, I guess. I made $24. Next is, I'm gonna try and go faster. This Affliction shirt. Affliction is a brand, a Bolo brand. I think it sold at Buckle. This was, I think, a reversible like distressed grunge t-shirt, burnout vibe. Sold for $25. I made $20 after fees. Cost of goods was 0 because that was a donation from a friend. This next one was actually from a flip lot. This is one of the items that why I applied for this flip lot. This is Mephisto, France, snakeskin embossed gold buckle leather thong sandals. These are similar to Birkenstocks. You can just see in the picture. I listed them for $100, and I just took an offer because they were listed for a few weeks, and I wanted to get this flip lot like sold through. So I communicated with my client to make sure they were okay with accepting a $50 offer. And they were amazing because they trusted my opinion. They said, do you think you can get more? Do you think this is the smartest move? I said they've been listed for like weeks, and there's been like 0 interest on any platform. And yeah, I said take the 50. So we took the $50 sale price, and after I paid them out half, I think it was 50-50 for that, or 60-50% split, I made $17.50, and I had no upfront cost for that, obviously, because it was delivered to my door. The next one was also from a flip lot, I think the same flip lot. These Sam Edelman flats, they sold for $22, and after the consignment fee for the flip person, the fees for Poshmark, and do I have a shipping discount? Yeah, of $1.72. So I made $4.88, but on the other stuff in that lot, I made a lot. So like I said, I'm fine with that. These next ones are from my brothers. He doesn't watch my videos, I guarantee you. But if he did, I'd be like, I sold your old shoes. He got rid of them. Well, he didn't get rid of them. They were in my parents' garage. He was like, whatever. My parents were like, take them out of my garage. And he was like, I'll do it soon. So I just took everything and I'm selling it. So I listed these, and these were from like literally like, okay, these were from 2014. I thought there was something crazy like 2003 or something. But these are from 2014, old sneakers. They were dirty. I threw them in the wash, these Jordans. I listed them for $145 on Poshmark. They sold for $63, and after fees and cost of goods and everything, which was zero cost of goods, but after fees and the shipping discount, I made $48.68. Yes, bitch. This next item I got when I got the other Good Americans as well. Same cost of goods, $8.34. These were like a red burgundy color. They were like the stretch good legs high-waisted jeans. And these sold for $50, and after fees and everything, $31.66. This next one I've had for a long time, but it's only been listed for like 2 weeks when this sold. I forgot to say, I have to be better about saying the day it sells on. The next 2 items were sold on the 7th of August. This was a Ferragamo belt I got forever ago, but it was in my death pile. I paid $14.99 for it at my Honey Hole, my favorite store in LA, which is like 5 minutes from me. Sold for $70. I made $41.01 after fees. Cost of goods was $14.99. This next brand, I got this at the bins and it had some stains on it. I tried to put OxyClean all over it and shit. Only some stains came out. It still had a few marks, but it was still amazing condition. And this is a Bolo Nakatano. So it's the Nakatano Brave New World Blue Thick Full Zip Jacket Size Medium. We love keywords. I listed this for $165. My cost of goods was $2. This sold for $100. Posh took $20, and I made $78 flat on that. This next item sold in a bundle, but what I did is, depending on how they were priced, I divided by percentage per item in the bundle. So I knew how much each item was worth. And actually, no, that's so funny. The Nakatano and these jeans sold in the same bundle. So these jeans were Levi's Selvage, and if you guys don't know what Selvage is, Selvage means it's made with the end of the denim roll. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it looks like it has like 2 stripes and colors, and it's sewn in on the inner cuff. But these were the White Oak Selvage, White Oak cone denim, distressed jeans, great quality. I always list Selvage jeans above $100. I listed these for $125 initially on Poshmark. I paid $9.99 for them. They sold for $62, and I made $39.61 after fees and cost of goods. We love that. This next item I got in a mystery box from this guy Tommy, who I met through Hustle. I didn't meet him, but I heard about him through Hustle at Home Mom. And literally, the mystery box he sent me was amazing. More than half of the stuff is already sold, and it's only been like a couple weeks. So this was, I listed that day, Patagonia Organic Cotton Army Green Skirt. A few of the stuff sold for like $80, $90, $100. And my cost of goods per item was $12.59. This one I sold for $25. I made $7.41 in profit. But again, it evens out with the higher end items too in that box. Boxes are risky, but this one was great. This next one I got in a flip lot. I got 3 pairs of Allen Edmonds shoes in a flip lot. I listed them, and they sold in 2 days. All of them. One sold on, I think, Mercari. You'll see. I think they're all in this month. Yeah. So the first one was the black ones, and Allen Edmonds is like very like there's details you don't want to miss, like the width and everything. This was a triple E width, which was a wide width. It's a 9. So this was Allen Edmonds Park Avenue, which they all have style names. I'm obsessed, like seriously. The Oxford shoes. I listed them for $145. They sold for $99. And I think I told my client, like, you send estimates to your client of what you think you'll get for them. I said like 100 to 120, and I sold it for 99, so I just said I sold it for 100, so he gets an extra $1 or whatever. I think it was like a 50-50 split, or maybe I got 60%, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll, for future what sold videos, I'm not good at them yet, but I'll like know more details and write them down and prepare for them. Yeah, they sold for 99 after fees and paying out the client 50%. I made $28.20, which is 0 cost of goods up front, which I love. This next is Cool, K-U-H-L, not C-O-O-L. This is a Bolo Outdoors brand. I got these for $5, and I sold them for $20. Fees were $4 in Poshmark. I made 11 bucks. That's fine. I got them at a random thrift store, I think, $5. And I got them recently too, because I remember picking those up. This next thing was my grandma's, and my grandma got rid of a ton of designer stuff. My mom took the Chanel jacket and the Chanel bag, of course. This I sent to the RealReal. They priced it and were gonna pay me out $19, so I requested it back and requested all my items back. If you guys wanna know a detailed video about how the RealReal fucked me over twice, I give them a second chance. They lost my box, they damaged my items. Oh my God. Took a year to get my money back. Like 12 months, like maybe 13. I'll make another video if you request it down below, so let me know. But this was a really gorgeous quilted biker jacket, vintage from St. John. Not St. John Collection, this was like the highest tier line, I'm pretty sure. I started it at 150. This sold for 95. I got it for free for my grandma. So I made 76 after Posh fees. This next item was also in a flip lot, and this is an example item of why I love flip lots. This was a Fry Melissa satchel leather bag. I listed it for $235. With the 50% payout to the person and the Posh fees, I paid $105 out. Remind you, I didn't pay anything for this and it was delivered to my door. $150 is what it sold for, and I made $45, which I'm not mad at. I didn't pay anything for this bag. And like I said on Flip, I'm going to the second page. I have 3 pages of sold stuff. 63 items on Poshmark in this video. Wow, I've been through a lot of items in 17 minutes. I'm proud of myself. 18 minutes. This next item was also from Flip, and this surprised me so much. Sorry for my pit stains, it's hot in LA. I was shocked on how much this sold for. I listed this for $55, and they're Sam Edelman, but they were in great condition. They literally sold for $42. I was shook. And after paying the person out and everything, I made $14.70, and that was from the same lot as the Fry one, I think. So it was just building up. I'm making good money from that lot. The next one I got at a thrift store. I paid $11.39 for it. That was my average of cost of goods that day. And it was a Max Mara gorgeous coat, and it had like marks on it, which I was pissed, and pet hair. Mainly, I got a dry clean because the pet hair was like weaved in and out of the fabric. Hundreds of pet hair, like cat hair or something, or dog hair. So I had to get that dry cleaned. So I made a little less than this because of the dry cleaning, but this, I paid $11.39. This Max Mara coat sold for $80. And after fees and everything, I made $52.61. Let's just say like $45 because dry cleaning. Next one was a Good American jeans that I picked up when I found all the Good Americans. I paid $6.67 for this. Sold for $40. I made $25.33. I'm gonna go a little faster. This next one I picked up at a thrift store. I got it for $4.99. It was a Figs, which is a Bolo brand for figs. Which is a Bolo brand for like medical scrubs, because they're like the bougie scrubs that everybody in LA wears that's in the medical industry. And like at fancy offices, they have all figs. And it's the best when you find stuff that's not embroidered with the company and it's just figs. And it's the Figs Technical Collection red scrub top. And I've only seen figs with saying Technical Collection. But I found like 7 shirts and tops once, and this was from that. And I finally got to listing them. These sold, I paid $4.99. It sold for $23 for a random top. After fees, I made $10.73 in profit. That's fine. These next 2 items are from a flip lot. They were both sold on the 14th of August. Wow, I sold a lot on the 14th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 items. That's pretty good. I hope this is a good video because I'm looking down so much. I need to get like a desk that like puts my computer right under the camera or something. Let me know your feedback for this video. I hope this is helping you and showing you what sells when you're putting this on while you're working. But this was from a flip lot. It was a Vince Camuto leather bag. I would never have picked this up anywhere, not even the bins probably. But it's flip, and I got other stuff in that lot too. I listed it for $35, but Vince Camuto's been surprising me. Maybe I will pick it up at the bins. It sells fast. $23. I made $6.90 after paying the person out and fees. This next one was new with tag Madewell light spun blue gauzy drawstring cinch jumpsuit roll tab sleeve size 6. Keywords. And I couldn't find model photos anywhere, and it looked awful on a hanger. So I literally found this girl's listing where she modeled it, and I took the background out and stole her photo. Sorry, not sorry. People have done it to me, so I don't give a fuck. I mean, all power to you. If it sells, it sells. She's probably mad if she knew, but I sold it for $45. It was new with tags, and after paying the person out and the fees, I made $18. And there ended up being a light stain on one of the pockets on the front chest, and maybe it was like bleach or something or in the sunlight, but with that stain or like fading mark, it still sold for that. This next one I got like years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, or like right when COVID happened, maybe before COVID, I don't know. Not before COVID. But like the one in Hollywood on Vine, the Goodwill was amazing, and it was closing down and everything was like really cheap. So I went on the last day before it closed and got 7 of these swim trunks. I think I have like 4 left if anybody wants them. I have like small, medium, large size. They're really cool and they were brand new. They still have the crispy new feel before you wash them. And they're like this California Venice brand. I think Venice, California. It's made somewhere in LA. Mollusk, California is the brand, and these were the Moon Zeus Vacation swim trunks. The stock photo was great, so I was happy for that. And I sold these for $18 and made $11.72 after fees. This next item I sold on the 15th of August, and I literally picked this up and listed it the same day. It sold the next day. I got this for $7.99 at my local Goodwill. This was really cute. It was a Madewell Leopard Love canvas sling bag. Crescent bag. What I did is just search like Madewell Crescent animal print rust orange bag or whatever, I think, and it came up, so I found the style name, which was Leopard Love, or the color. So like I said, I paid $7.99. This sold for 30 bucks in like less than, like maybe like 12 hours it sold. And then I made $16.01. And this was like a quick stop to Goodwill where I was like, let me just go in and, you know, see what I can find. So I just went to the shoes and the bags and just saw this and then left. Like that's the only thing I picked up. This next one I found at the bins, I'm pretty sure, yeah, $1 cost of goods. These are Warby Parker glasses. It's a good optical brand, but these were listed forever. I really wanted more for these. I listed these for 60 and I sold them for 20 and I made 15 after fees and everything. This next one was from a flip lot. This is one of the reasons I applied for this lot. They were Tory Burch, Noel Finney, patent leather, black gold, chunky hardware ballet flats. And I will never be the person who tries simple titles like Tory Burch shoes. It's just, I'm a perfectionist and need more. So these sold for 50. I paid out the client and kept $17.50, which is fine. I had no upfront cost of that. This next one I found at the bins as well, and it ended up being $3, around $3 because the weight and the what I got that day. Helly Hansen Helly Tech Parka. I'm not gonna say the whole name. It sold for 50. So I sent these to the Real and ThredUp multiple times, like no one ever wanted them. So I ended up selling them for $35 and kept 28. Don't even know what I paid for them. This was before I started using List Perfectly, so I didn't put my cost of goods. I don't know, I'm over it. I got this recently. I got 2 J. Crew blazers. Only the schoolboy blazers are what I've seen are worth picking up. And they both sold. And this one sold, I think it looked like the next day or the same week at least. I got it a few weeks ago. I listed it for 65. I paid $8.34. Fees on Poshmark were $8. Sold it for 40, and I made $23.66, which is great. Anything above $20 is like the lowest I want to go. These were from a ThredUp box, the Rescue Shoe box, and I paid $8 for them because I trashed a lot of the shoes in there and didn't list as many as I thought I would, so they were $8 cost of goods per pair. They only sold for 20, and my profit was only $8 after fees and everything. But I sold the Zara shoes in that same box for $95, so it's like evens out, you know what I mean, with mystery boxes. This next pair of Birkenstocks, I got 3 pairs of Birkenstocks in the box from Tommy, Hustle at Home Mom's friend, that I was talking about previously in this video. The one that I sold, the Patagonia organic cotton skirt. Wow, I remember the words. These were so cute. These were Birkenstocks. They even had wear on the toes. Listed them for 55. They sold for 40. I kept 19.41. This next pair I got at the bins and they were severely damaged. By severely, I mean not like functionality severely damaged, but like the leather patch on the pocket had bled the color all into the corduroy. And they sold for 15. I kept 9.32. Happy to get rid of those. Next is the same fig scrap, or the same time I went to get that fig scrap. The same time I went to get that figs top, the last one I sold in this video that I just said, this one was the same trip. I sold this one, blue one, it had a camo pocket, and I paid $5.99 for it, and it sold for 20. I made $10.01. This next 2 items was in the Tommy mystery box as well. These all sold within a week. I loved that box. Patagonia Chinchilla light blue turquoise full zip fleece jacket. The cost of goods was $12.59 from the box. I sold it for $48 and made $23.13 after everything, fees and shipping. A lot of these probably have shipping discounts, but I'm saying just keep in mind if it's lower, that's probably why. This next pair was the full strap, double strap Birkenstocks that are the popular ones. I got these in gray and white in this box. The white ones, the gray ones sold on Mercari, I think, which will be coming in a future video this week. But the white ones actually sold for, I paid $12.59, just like the jacket that I just said because they're in the same box. They sold for $38. I made $17.81. This next pair, this next sweater I had for a long time, but I listed it recently and lowered the price a few times, and I listed it for $100. It sold for $70. It was a Sandro Cashmere Paris sweater, but it looked like bomb, so I put runway in the title. I don't know if that's true. And also, sorry if you can hear my air conditioning. I'm hearing it right now, but there's no way I could record without it. I made $56 after fees and everything. This next item, I remember I paid $14 for, but I got a $60 Johnny Was cardigan at the same store, and I barely got anything that day. So my cost of goods per item was $32.12. So I just put that, but the Johnny Was, it hasn't sold yet. When it does sell, it's a gorgeous kimono. I paid 60 bucks for it, but yeah, I sold this for 55, this Burberry Novacek collar pink polo shirt. I made $11.88 profit, but when I'm doing the Johnny Was and it sells, I'll make all the profit more that I wanted. This next one is the second J. Crew blazer of the month, the schoolboy blazer, and the same trip for the other one. And this one sold a little bit better. I paid $9.99 for it. It sold for $50. I made $30.01. This next one was one of the items I took to the dry cleaners with the other Max Mara coat. And this is a Max Mara blazer, and it sold the same month, or the same like week or whatever, 2 weeks. I listed it for $85. It was a really nice designer blazer. I think this one was vintage, but I didn't put that because I wasn't sure. It sold for $50. I made $40 in profit. This next item I wanted so much more for. I listed it for $125. I got it like 2 years ago at the bins. and it had so much gross pilling and everything, and I tried to get most of it off, but it still had a lot of pilling. So I said substantial pilling, and it was a really thick G-Star raw cardigan, and usually I would get more for this stuff, but the shacket kind of items and the fall items from G-Star and the jeans do way better, I realized. Sold for $17, I made $10.60. So this next item that I got at a garage sale when I went, and they were like, oh, I heard someone say, like talking to another customer, if you were in the neighborhood Facebook group, buy, sell, trade Facebook group, and you say that's how you heard of him, they're just giving everything away today because it's the last day. So I was like, yeah, I'm in the buy, sell, trade Facebook group. That's why I saw you guys. I'm a bad bitch, like a bad person and a bad bitch. Okay, that was a bad bitch move. Like, and I got like 10 or 15 items and like stuffed the backpacks. I found 2 backpacks. I stuffed a bunch of items that I wouldn't usually pick up, but they're bread and butter, and I got it all for free. So 2 things have sold from that so far, but this is one of them. They're Monroe, which is a Bolo comfort brand, and I sold these for lower than I usually would because they were free. Sold them for $22. I kept $14.92 after fees. This next one was also in the Tommy mystery box. I listed it for $58. It was a Sundance beaded top, really pretty black with balloon sleeves. Sold for $46. This is my first time selling Sundance, so definitely gonna keep an eye out. I heard about it from Ashley at Hustle and Home Mom. $22.49 was my profit. These sold like 3 days after I listed them, which was the 27th, which was like last week, I think. These were Madewell black overalls, crisscross strap in the back, and I still have the blue ones, the same ones in blue listed, so if you're interested, let me know. I listed them for $90, they sold for $63, and my profit was $39.32. This next one was in my Coach thread-up box. I just started doing a lot of thread-up boxes, so they're fun, you know? And this one I probably broke even on because one of the bags was damaged, but it's still fun. I love Coach, so I don't get mad about having that in my closet and bringing traction and like traffic to it. This was like a Y2K vibe, and it was like, looked like a vintage one. I didn't know if it was, but I put Y2K 90s because it's just something my mom would have carried in the 90s. And it sold for 40 bucks. The strap on the side was like unstitched, so it was damaged. But the other one that I said was damaged that I can't sell is way more damaged. I sold this one damaged for $40. That's a win for me. My cost of goods was like $20 per bag because of I had to trash one of the bags. So I only made $12, but I mean, hey, whatever. I didn't have to drive to the thrift store with gas prices being the way it is, delivered to my door. Next item was in my thread-up shoebox. These were Blundstone. They had a few paint marks on them, and my cost of goods was $5 from this box. Sold them for $70, so I made $51 in profit. The next item I picked up, it sold 2 days later, and the person messaged me saying, I have a 2000s, 90s, whatever themed party I'm going to in a week. Will these get here in time? So these are vintage jeans from they're Le Jean Day. That's the model, I guess. They're from Marie Francois Gerbeau. They sold for $65. I paid $9.99 for them at my local Goodwill. I made $42.01 in profit. This next item was also in a thread-up mystery box, the shoe box. Paid $12.59. Or no, these were in the Tommy box. The Tommy box. The Tommy box. The guy I was talking about. A lot of things this month that sold are from that box. So these were from that. I wasn't that excited about these, but I was shocked for how much they sold for. So my cost of goods was $12.59. And I sold them for $30, and I made $11.41 after everything, fees and everything. This next item I got at the bins like 3 years ago probably. Perry Ellis robe, sold for $9. I made $4.33, but with the bins price, probably I made like $2.50 or something, I don't know. I got these I think at a Goodwill, I'm not sure. I paid $7.99 for them. They're Madewell curvy high-rise skinny. I usually don't want to pick up skinny jeans anymore, but since they were curvy size and they were like, I guess plus size if it's called curvy, I don't know. Then they were good, and they were because they sold for $45 on Poshmark. After fees and everything, I made $28.01. This next one was a great pickup, the same trip as the Christian Dior robe that I made $108 on. Good memory. This was another robe from LL Bean. This was the Scotch plaid robe from LL Bean. It was like Sherpa lined. It was all cotton, I think. I paid $8.64 for it. It sold for $35. I made $17.64. This next top was amazing. I had 3 of them. Sold one on eBay for $85 a long time ago. Sold one on Whatnot for a good amount. This one sold for $55. I just wanted to get rid of it. I paid $18.74 for it. So my profit was $25.26. This next item I picked up a few weeks ago and sold it, and it got returned from a buyer on eBay saying there was holes in it. I said, what? This was like a new shirt. I had 4 of them, and he bought 2 of them and returned both and sent me pictures of holes, but like close-up pictures, so you couldn't tell if that was the pattern on the shirt with the holes. It was just like a similar color. So I have a feeling that he just had buyer's remorse. I don't know. Sold for $50. I paid $20.79. That's what my price averaged out to that day I was paying up. So I made $19.21, but I have 4 more of those shirts left. Really good quality shirts. Could sell for like around $80, $90. So that's good. Last item of the month on Poshmark. And I had like triple the amount of items this month, but just on eBay, Mercari, Grailed, whatnot. So I'm gonna do another video because this one's gonna be too long if I do all the stuff. This was Lucky Brand, new with tag Y2K jeans, dead stock, meaning new with tags vintage. But they sold for $33 after paying the person out on Flip. I made $12.40 and they were just delivered to my door. So yay for that, yay for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys liked this style video, please let me know because I really have always wanted to do stuff like this, but never really did a lot of what sold videos. Maybe I've done like 2 or 3 in the past, but not recently. So I wanna try and get better at them. Maybe I'll start like writing on a paper all the details so I'm not looking down and like I can like look at the lens more. Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know what you liked, what you hated about this video. And yes, if you like reseller content, thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot and saw what's selling for me now. About like, I found a lot of good stuff in LA, so I'm glad to share this with you because this is the stuff that's currently selling that you guys need to be picking up. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, let me know. I'm like slap happy right now. I need a nap. Bye. Have a good shift.